Our transformation into midlife definitely hit us, and hit us hard. And here's how it hit us.
Midlife for me hit hard. Let's just begin with perimenopause, because that is a whole whirlwind. That's a whole conversation all on its own. But it definitely brought some, mental struggles, some physical struggles to the table. And it really made me step back and just go, what really matters? What is truly, truly important? And what do I need to change so that I'm focusing on those things that actually matter? Physically, I don't know what to say.
Well, physically, in your midlife, like, that's probably one of the most important things, right? Like, I want to be fit at any age to do whatever I want to do in that moment, or a planned event, whether it be like a hike, for several miles up a mountain hillside, I don't know, or whether it be going down to the lake to go canoeing or paddleboarding or anything physical, right?
Our physical fitness is so important.
So important.
And our son is 10. He can run faster than me.
Yeah, not me.
I cannot let him win on the strength aspect too.
Yeah.
So for me, it's really important to stay physically fit and healthy, go to the gym, work with a trainer, watch what I eat, be aware of these things so that I can be my best self, not just for myself, but for my family, and still take part in all these fun activities that we want to do, because everyone thinks like, oh, you're halfway through life, but like, really, you get to do your whole life over again knowing what you already know.
Yeah.
So this is just the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the beginning towards the next half, the second half.
And mentally, I realized the second wind.
Yeah.
And mentally, I realized a lot of things, like thoughts that I was having just weren't serving me anymore. A lot of the anxiety, a little bit of that OCD, the ADHD. I think a lot of us in our 40s are kind of undiagnosed because it wasn't a thing that really got paid a lot of attention to back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So just having to restructure how those things can actually benefit us and how we can make them work for us and structure them into a positive aspect of our lives and how to benefit from it.
Yeah. Well, I can say for certain, like, now versus before, so much has changed, especially like emotionally, just evolving and maturing and going through like certain situations and circumstances that we all do. But, at the same time, now after gone through them, I see things completely differently, and my ultimate goal, including yours, because now we have an intertwined goal, right, is far greater than what we set up in our 30s. Or never even thought about it in our 20s. So now we have a completely different vision to where we want to go.
I think a lot of it too is, instead of just like instant reaction to a situation, we kind of absorb it, process it, and then reply to it. And that's been a huge difference for us. It's made things a lot easier, less heightened emotional state, and we feel a lot calmer and more in control.
That's also like an honest exchange and practiced exchange of sharing emotions and how it makes you feel and what the other person can do to not make you feel like that, if that's the trigger, or being open and being able to discuss those sensitive topics.
Yeah, we've had a lot of I feel conversations, right? Not necessarily pointing the finger at somebody, but saying, hey, when this happens, this is how it makes me feel. This is how I'd like to handle it in the future, so that we're not pointing fingers at each other. We're not playing the blame game and attacking each other. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, because those conversations, they can hurt and they can cut deep. But when your relationship is built on trust and understanding, you're not out to hurt each other. You're out to understand each other.
As I step on your toe.
Weren't you always just telling me there's always room for one more?
Yeah. Hey, you guys, that's your clue. Go ahead, hit subscribe. We'd love to have you join us. if I could like pinpoint down the moment where things ultimately were like, it has to change now. That was at the wellness conference that we were at recently. Yeah, absolutely. I know I've spoken about this before in other videos, but it is true. It's like, it just put everything into kind of perspective and gave it to you as a package and let you figure it out on your own.
Yeah, when you're thinking about like the time we have left on this planet, and what do you want to do with it?
Yeah,
What kind of
wonderful.
a legacy do you want to leave? What do you want to be remembered for? I mean, really, I want to slide into that plate and just be like, whew, what a ride, right? But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to do it with integrity and grace, and I want to leave a lasting image with people for the better. And I think a lot of it too it was a wake-up call, right? Where we put our time, who we invest our time in, the relationships that we have, and the value we put in them. That's what this life is about, is building relationships with people. And it's easier to build a relationship when you feel your best and you are functioning at your prime and you're,
Feeling your best. I mean, like we've gone as far as detoxing our home.
what a difference it's made. Oh, that's a giant bug.
This video has struck a chord in you and given you some perspective. Hey, we got some options of how we started to make a transformation, and we put a link in the description. So we invite you to go check it out. You're going to be contacting us directly. We're going to get to know each other. Hey, remember put that mic on? There's always room for one more.
Always.
No,
Nope.
sorry. Yeah. Okay. Andrea.
Yeah.
Oh, I said your name.
That's okay.
I know, because it's there. Yeah, we should use our names more. Andrea.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, you guys.